Hi, I'm going to introduce you my tool, LimSetter. So the goal of this tool is that we would like to dump a bunch of SCDF files and then uh, adjust the limits in a smart way so that it can be done with an automatic calculation from CPK, or we can even manually modify the limits. So let's get right into the demo, how it works. First, I'm going to select the folder where all my STDF files are located. In this case, I have only one file, and it would convert it. And once it's converted, it's stored in this my out try folder. I will select this folder and load the data for further processing. And now you see that, for example, I I will start analyzing my stuff. So the moment I will select my first test. Um, for my first test, let me come here. Yeah, so you see on the center we have all the data points from the distribution, and based on the distribution mean and standard deviation, I use the CPK value 2 to get the new limits. These are the old limits which come directly from the SCDF file. Let's take a more interesting example where we will load multiple STDF files. So let us load it. And here you see that we have taken two STDF files. And now with these two STDF files, the first one is a good run, and the second one is a synthetic data. So I've modified to have a lot of outliers. And now you can see that based on the total distribution from both the files, uh, I have already set the new limits. So the CPK is applied on the total distribution of all the STDF files, and the new limits are calculated here. And I have the possibility to, of course, apply and recalculate the limits if I update the CPK, and you see here. And I can, of course, make this more tighter. And once I start making it tighter, I will immediately see the reflection of the new yield loss. So for example, I make it 1046, and the new yield loss is 2.5 percentage. And in this manner, you can go really step by step. You can go to the next test and start applying, uh, obtaining the new limits step by step. And once you like the limits, what you do or you don't, once you need to, if you need to update, you can update here, of course. Once you have done, you can export all the limits into an Excel file with the new limits and old limits, and they can be applied to your test program directly. We can also export it into an ASCII format for your test limits documentation based on how your test limits are structured. Yeah, but this is the overall working of the tool. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.